Another beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield, I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation, and you've come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. Deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. Raider Reaction on a Monday, 2-0, and just feeling freaking great. I mean, come on. How good does it feel to hang a 4-5 on somebody at home in the home opener? It doesn't get any better than that. Doesn't get any better than that. So, thank you all for joining me, new and old, band of pirates. Thank you for joining me as always. And as we do it every Monday and Wednesday on Raider Reaction, we drop back deep in the pocket and let it fly league-wide, touching on all the hot league topics because, man, we just had a whole lot of football go down in week 2. Not only Raider football, but just league-wide because you've got to keep up on the 31 enemies because a lot transpired this weekend. So, on Monday and Wednesday, we bring in the Raider Reaction resident sports guru, Prime, who looks at things from a more league perspective than myself, who looks at everything through silver and black eyes. So, Prime is our Raider Reaction resident sports guru. He has been a ring announcer for professional MMA and boxing, PA announcer for professional soccer, play-by-play and color commentary for college basketball and college football, as well as the reigning vice hardcore challenge of fantasy football competition. So Prime is just, he's got his toes in a little bit of all kinds of sports knowledge. So, oh my, what do we have here? Well, I like
What's up, everybody? It's Prime in the house. That's right.
Yeah.
Let me get into my captain seat.
Oh
yeah.
Looks. I don't know about that ugly ass lion, but I like the looks of the background.
You know, like I said, I'm a fan of the whole league, But I do have a soft spot for the Lions, if you didn't guess by my Jim Bob Cooter reaction last week. So if you missed it, it was a little over the top, my bad, but yeah.
What's the link, Prime? I know you didn't notice because you don't follow, you're not in all the Raiders groups. Dude, there was a Jim Bob Cooter reference from the show dropped in a Raider group last week. I'm not kidding you.
What?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes, I love it.
From the show.
100%, man. 100%.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I forgot to tell you, but yeah, it was awesome. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, yeah. But how about that Raider game?
Oh,
I
man.
know that Raider Nation out there is screaming loud right now. Marshawn Lynch doing his thing. Yeah, Crabtree, Mike Crabtree, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, number 2.
With the crab trick.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 touchdown receptions from the best insured car in the NFL.
Yeah. It was a glorious game, man. I mean, to have your home opener and to put up 45 on somebody that's good stuff. Marshawn.
Oh yeah, they were humming, man. They were humming. Anytime you got Marshawn Lynch, tell me this: does Marshawn Lynch look great in a Raider uniform, or what? Does he look like if any guy in the NFL was born to wear a Raider uniform? Is it Marshawn Lynch? Is it Beast Mode? Because I think it is. Man, he just looks like he fits that jersey so well, man. He is definitely a Raider. And when he was just getting it on the sidelines, oh my gosh, dude, it's like seeing an animal in its natural habitat.
Oh, it was awesome, man. To see him get his first touchdown as a Raider on the home soil, and it was, yeah, man. He was always a Raider. He just needed to get there. It just took him a minute, you know. Just took him a minute.
I hear you. Maybe I think Dave Mason's onto something here. Maybe I just get a shirt for every team in the league except for the Broncos, the Packers, the Patriots, and
no chokers. I mean, it just have to be all NFC teams, I guess.
Nah.
No. But well, all right. So obviously the Raiders game, we weren't shocked. The Jets come in. They laid down coming into the season, so it's not a shock. I mean, we knew this was going to happen. It was expected to happen. We were expected to roll the Jets, so I'm glad we did.
Oh, yeah.
But
I'm in a pick'em league, and literally more than about 70% of my pick'em league had Raiders over Jets. So,
yeah, that was your one gimme. It's like, who's ever playing the Jets?
Right.
If you're a halfway team, you should roll them. They are not a good team. We gave up more than we should have. More than we should have. But I will get into all of that. Tune in tomorrow for the Raider Nation Report with the Commish. A solid hour, complete recap of the game, breakdown all the way through. We're going to do it just like we did last week. So if you watched last week, you know what you're going to get. So make sure you tune in, and then at the end we'll break down all the hot news and everything that's going on Silver and Black. A whole hour tomorrow, the Raider Nation Report. But let's jump into all the league action, Prime, because there was a ton of it. Because we'll dig into the Raider game in depth tomorrow. Let's start off with.
Well, let's keep it in the same division for a second.
Okay.
Let's keep it in the same division for a second.
Because
that Broncos-Cowboys game, I thought was a coin toss. Turned out to be more of a beatdown. Holy smokes!
Who saw that coming, man? I did not see that coming a mile away.
I mean, Dak Prescott looked pedestrian. He was just, man, he looked barely even average. Ezekiel Elliott got like a handful of yards. He was at 0 forever.
Yeah. What did you see the after-game press conference when the coach basically calls out Dax for not being able to execute the game plan, or basically put him on blast, saying if Dax could have executed a little better, he put him on blast. Then you had LaDainian Tomlinson coming out and calling out Zeke, saying he quit on the team. So like how much difference a week makes. All of last week the Cowboys were woo. Now they're a dumpster fire.
Oh yeah.
1 week.
yeah.
1 week,
well, they were a dumpster fire all off season. It was a matter of time before that imploded on the football field, and now you have it. Now you have Dallas wondering what went wrong, and they're blaming everybody. They're pointing fingers. That's never good in a locker room. Oh, man, alive. And that suspension hanging over, I don't even want to talk about it, but, man, it just keeps getting drug out. Don't they know the Shield always wins? Anyway, he's going to serve that 6 games. Eventually,
fight that, man. That's Big Brother.
Yeah.
If you want to have a job and make money, you ain't gonna fight that and win. You just not gonna. They will get you in one way or another. But yeah, what a shocker. I did not think the Donkeys were that good. I do not believe the Donkeys are that good yet, but I raised an eyebrow after that game. I raised an eyebrow a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little.
All right. Well, looking at the Broncos objectively, okay, they've got 2 quality wide receivers in Emmanuel Sanders and Demaryius Thomas. All right. They've got a couple of running backs. When healthy, Jamal Charles can make plays. It's only a matter of time before his knee goes, but he can make plays.
Week 4.
And yeah, yeah. But that defense has always been there. They've been touting that no-fly zone thing again. I forgot all about that. Now it's all of a sudden the no-fly zone in Denver. And they got those cornerbacks, and man, I'm telling you, what they have done the past couple of weeks have locked down the receivers, shut down the pass, and they have a rush. They have a rush with arguably one of the best players in the NFL.
True. I'm not gonna lie, man. I have been surprised the first 2 weeks out of the season. I did not expect the Donkeys to look that strong, so I have been a little surprised. They've raised my eyebrow a little bit. It's put more of a highlight on that Week 4 game. If we come in there 3-0, and they could be looking the same way. That's got a star next to it now.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
CL?
Oh, man. Your division is, oh, man, it's a beast right now. It's a beast. Outside of the Chargers.
And said, oh, no, the AFC West isn't the strongest division. Oh, yeah, good. Tell me the AFC West isn't the strongest division. At the gate, 3 teams are 2-0 and are just knocking off all the best teams in the league right now. So, say it's not the best. I mean, the Titans are supposed to be a playoff team. The Broncos have beat the Cowboys. The Chiefs have beat the Patriots. The Eagles. I mean, it's been a laundry list of teams that these 3 franchises have beat already. And
yeah.
But
well, even then, keeping in the AFC, okay, there's that Titans Jacksonville game where Jacksonville, of course, after week 1, they came out saying they were Saxonville. They were feeling all high and mighty about that defense, but then they remembered that they have a terrible quarterback.
Yeah.
Holy smoke.
Yeah, Saxonville ran into Mariota, and Mariota shredded him up. And the running game shredded him up. It was ugly. 37-16.
Yeah.
Yeah. Change that hashtag back to Saxonville. It ain't Saxonville no more.
Right. So, yeah, Mariota had a field day. The Titans had a field day after, and of course they lost in week 1 to Oakland, so they bounced back nicely.
Yep.
With a good win over Jacksonville. The defense is still strong, but man, when they're on the field that long, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. If your offense cannot move the ball, then your defense will get tired. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's true. Well, let's back up a little bit. Let's say it's on the Thursday game, which was the first game of the week, which was the snooze fest that's Houston at Cincinnati. The only thing was the spark that you've now seen. Deshaun Watson, your proclamation.
Deshaun Watson
came true. He started before week 4.
Want to know as a starter.
He started, and he's dating Mia Khalifa. So he's getting
what?
Yeah, he's working it from all angles.
Oh man.
I guess he's starting on many fronts now. So good for Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about that. I have nothing for it. Yeah. But that's right, Blake Bortles, party people. Blake Bortles with a sub-5 quarterback rating. Oh my gosh. The quarterbacking. What's been terrible so far is offensive line play in the NFL. There's like 3, 4, 5 teams that have really good offensive lines at most. Everyone else is subpar, and they're getting hammered for it because defensive lines. I'll get into it on Wednesday. But anyway.
All right. Oh, is that a teaser?
Yeah.
A teaser. All right. Well, so Houston took down Cincinnati. Cincinnati, who has yet to score a touchdown in the first 2 games of the season, so they are coming out in typical bungle fashion, man, right out of the gate. That's
wow. Oh,
why they sit
man.
at the kiddie table still to this day. That's why.
Even the Bengals had Boomer Esiason at one point in time. I mean, John Kitna moved the ball better than – oh, man. I mean, like the Bengals, they've had some quarterbacks in the past that have been able to move the ball. They've had other issues. Now, who knows what is going on. Andy Dalton is – I'm still waiting for Andy Dalton to show up. I know in the past couple seasons he's been okay. He's been all right.
Ginger never going to get it done, man. They need to cut ties with the Ginger. Give it up. Never. He never going to get it done.
You're not the only one saying it. I got to break it out. You're not the only one saying it. Right now, in the Bengals locker room, they are talking about, we could have McCarron, the backup, A.J. McCarron, the backup for Andy Dalton, or no, let's get off the foundation. We're going to go off the beaten path and talk about picking up Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah. Here we go again, man. Cap just can't stay in the news. He's going to stay in the news all damn year. Every time somebody goes down, Kaepernick. You'll hear whispers, Kaepernick. Until somebody signs him.
Every time somebody sucks.
Yep.
Every time they come out and they underperform, like Andy Dalton, who has not scored a touchdown in 2 weeks.
No.
Not a single touchdown. He's not even helped the running back somehow.
As crappy as Colin Kaepernick did at the end of when he was playing, you take his stats and put him up against Andy Dalton's. He's won more playoff games. He's had more success. And Andy Dalton's still freaking starting. And Andy Dalton sucks right now. So, Colin Kaepernick has been in Super Bowls. He's won NFC championship games. And what has Andy Dalton done besides make the playoffs and fall flat on his face every time he gets there?
Every single time.
So,
not a single time have they gotten out of the first round.
They may be better off with him. Who knows? Because Dalton has been nothing but a regular season statistical guy. And in the postseason, he sucks. So who knows?
Bang. Tell you what, Cincinnati, I'll work on the playbook. Yeah, I mean, I got to do it in my free time because I got a day job. But I will come in and quarterback as good as Andy Dalton right now. Right now. I might pull a hammy week 6. But
do you think the problem's the coordinator?
But Andy Dalton, I got that. Andy Dalton, I got that.
So, I don't know. We'll see if they can fix it. But I'm not spending any more time on the Bengals. Moving on.
Yeah.
Another crappy team, possibly I thought was going to be one of the worst teams in the league, the Bears, come out and looked like it. They looked shockingly good in week 1, better than expected. But, yeah, they looked like the Bears we expected to see in week 2. They were bad. Really bad. Now they're 0-2.
I'll say one thing. It is interesting how the two teams that had the first week off came in and won the week 1. And convincing, well, not convincing, the Dolphins also, they played the Chargers. And boy, oh boy. Talk about heartbreak, man, and what should be San Diego, now L.A. Holy smokes. Man, if they had a kicker, they've always had a kicker. They had a couple of kickers over there in San Diego when they were in San Diego. They moved to L.A.
They don't now. That was a heartbreaker. So let's finish up the Bears-Bucks before we jump to that one. There's not much to say. Right. It was a beatdown. The Bucks, I don't know. Can you gauge them?
Jameis.
They look good, but they played the Bears. So
yeah,
that was their
Mike Evans had the touchdown.
It was their season opener, actually.
Yeah,
because of the hurricane, it was their season.
It was their week 1.
It was their week 1. So that was a big game. I don't know if you watched this one. I was at the event that I was at. We share this venue with a Bills club, and the Bills club was there before us. And so I had to watch the end of this horrible ass game, which was the 3-9 Bills Carolina. And I tell you what, I've never seen so many Bills fans shoved up into somewhere in my life. It's like I didn't even think there was that many. It was quite shocking. My son was taken aback when we walked in there. He's like, "What the hell is this?" It was quite shocking.
Oh man, no.
But
I can't say I've seen that many Bills fans.
9-3.
Yeah, what's going on? And Carolina loses Greg Olson for who knows how long. He broke his right foot in the first quarter.
That ain't good. That's a minute. That's out for a minute. That's a good 6-weeker for sure. A broken foot?
Yeah.
As a tight
Greg
end?
Olson's out.
Yeah, that's going to take you out for a minute.
Yeah, he's going to be watching. So they're going to have to rely on their other weapons, Kelvin Benjamin and the running backs they got down there.
But the fact that Cam Newton, I mean, what the hell happened to Cam Newton? 2 years ago, he's the biggest
shoulder surgery
thing since sliced bread. Now you can't beat the Bills, but 9-3. The Bills? The Jets hung 12 on the Bills the week before.
Hung 12. Yeah.
Did you only put them 9? 9?
I tell you what.
That's bad.
Yeah. It sounds kind of like a baseball score, but it's a really awesome hockey score.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good game.
That'd be badass. You'd be happy.
Yeah.
Happy you had them tickets. So he's on the ice for that.
Greg Olson actually came out and said he's just going to miss a bunch of games.
They said 6 weeks for all.
He didn't put a number on it.
Yes, a broken foot would be about 6 weeks. Moving on. That one was an absolute snoozer. I had to sit through the end of it. And what was crazy was the Bills came down, and they had every opportunity to win that game at the end and completely blew it in complete Bills fashion. And it was great, man. Because there were so many fans there watching it, and to see everybody just all at the same time, like, and just leave. All of them. Like, the whole place just out.
Out.
Great.
Well, yeah.
Exit stage left, Bills. Get the hell out of
here. And then what? And then all the Raider fans pour in?
What's that?
So then all the Raider fans pull in?
Oh, yeah, we were running them out anyway.
Those Bills weren't sticking around?
No, they weren't sticking around.
No.
What's crazy?
Get out of there.
The Bills play the Raiders this year, and we're so it's going to be that day ought to be interesting.
Yeah.
Needless to say. Moving on. In an AFC North division battle between the Browns and the Ravens. Ravens handily took it 24-10.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a shock.
Way too many people are saying the Ravens defense is back, and you can't play the Ravens, or you can't play the Browns and the Bengals and be like, yep, their defense back. Their defense is back. No, they just played two terrible teams.
Yeah. You played the Browns and the Bengals.
The defense is not back just yet.
No,
they got to prove a little something.
I started the Ravens defense the last 2 weeks in fantasy, and don't get me wrong, I've loved the benefits, but I do not think all of a sudden you got Ed Reed and Ray Lewis out there running around. Let's be realistic here.
Right. We got... Yeah, Hall of Famers just suddenly appear. I mean, Terrell Suggs got a pretty mean sack,
Yeah. Yeah, let's be realistic here. Hey, I'm happy, but I'm already looking at who I'm starting for my defense at week 3 because you don't get that damn lucky on defense that many times in a row in fantasy football. They scored 29 and 20 for me in consecutive weeks. That's not going to happen again.
It's situational. You got to see. You got to look who they're playing next week.
That ain't going to happen again. The Browns, I expected the Browns to one of these weeks take a step, but they come out and they score freaking 10 again. When are they going to take that step?
I mean, that's 10. They got a rookie quarterback they're trying to break in. And on top of that, he actually was reported as saying he had migraines. He had migraines during the game. So for whatever that's worth, I don't know. A migraine for Deshaun Kaiser, and apparently that's how they scored 10 points.
Give that boy some Excedrin. Send him out there. What's up, Sonny? What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us. This is Prime. I'm the Commish. This is Goes to the Post with Prime and the Commish, as we do every Monday and Wednesday. Except on Wednesday, you get the Prime cut from this man as well. It's an extra bonus mid-show. Tonight, we are ripping through all of the Week 2 game action, recapping and breaking down all of the action from the NFL that Week 2 that just finished up. Got one game going on right now. What's the score of the game going on right now, Prime?
Last I saw was 17 to I think the Giants just had a field goal to make it 17-10.
17-10 Lions. Odell did play tonight.
Yeah.
He's in there, so you got Odell playing. After he had the dance battle last week, I think he had to play. You know.
Right? Yeah. Oh man, you can't have a dance battle at the club and then not play week 2.
That ain't gonna work. And as always, thank you all for joining us. New viewers, old viewers, all of our band of pirates. Thank you always for joining us. We always appreciate it.
All you other folks, and I appreciate you other fans. Yeah, that's right.
You appreciate everybody. Anybody that.
Yeah. Now, don't go running off at the mouth, but nah, you can root for who you want to.
Yeah, you may tread lightly, just view, but it's okay.
Yeah. So
we're a feisty bunch here. Steve's doing the Marshawn dance. I think we was all doing our Marshawn dances. I was doing my Marshawn dance. I was going crazy. I didn't have a voice when I got home. It was insane, man. Marshawn was getting it. Yeah. It was glorious. Glorious. What a great day. What a great day. Now, another team that may possibly be in the battle for unexpectedly the worst team in the league is the Colts, who are without Andrew Luck and are spiraling down the toilet fast. 13-6. I mean, they've looked really bad in consecutive weeks. Luckily, the Cardinals look almost as bad.
Yeah, that was the surprising part to me. I thought the Cardinals would bounce back and maybe show a little something.
Yeah.
And I mean, they got the W, but they were far from impressive. Carson Palmer, speaking of looking old, quarterbacks looking old, Carson Palmer is looking old. No, Matt Stafford, he looks like a young whippersnapper.
Father Time taps you on your shoulder when you just, and it's all of a sudden you're like,
done.
You just lose little things. And as an NFL quarterback, it only takes just a little bit, man. You lose a little bit.
Yeah.
You can't fit in that tight spot anymore. You lost just a little zip. You lose just a little something. That's all it takes for a 25
just like that.
corner to knock that ball to the ground or pick it off and go the other way.
Right.
And that's the difference, man. It's going to happen to Tom Brady,
but
too.
Still.
Soon enough. You sucker. Soon enough.
Yeah.
Soon enough. It's going to happen.
But the Colts without Andrew Luck are just pathetic. Just pathetic.
Bad. They got an owner that's in and out of rehab. They got a coach on the hot seat, and supposedly this franchise quarterback with no pieces around him. I don't know. The Colts are a mess from top to bottom, man. Top to bottom.
Well, no pieces around him. He's not even there. T.Y. Hilton is a good enough wide receiver. If he has at least an average quarterback, he should be able to do something. He should be able to make a play.
What's up, Willie?
But without Andrew Luck, they are just they're anemic, man. They need help bad. They got no defense. Team. Frank Gore's balling out of his mind. He's trying hard.
The Jets and the Browns right now battling for the worst team in the league. It's those guys right now. They're my bottom 3.
The 49ers actually hung with Seattle for a while. However, that worked.
That was a terrible game, too, though. 9-12.
Yeah.
That was another terrible game. What's up with Seattle?
I know.
Oh, my God. They're just about as bad as anybody else. Some of these
Seattle's got all players, and they got no offensive line. The offensive line woes in this league are blaringly apparent for some of these teams, and it really makes it hard to accomplish it. They're going to lose. Like, Seattle's going to lose more games because their offensive line is not good. It's so not good. Russell Wilson's running for his life. And, like, any of those players that they got on that team are just going to waste because if you can't block for your offense and you can't do anything else in football, maybe special teams.
Now, Devillion, I'm saving that for tomorrow for my All Raider show, bro. Oh, you betcha. I've already got that one checked. That's hilarious. If you ain't seen that, you got to go see that car commercial. That is freaking hilarious.
Seattle will be lucky to win 9. With that offensive line, oh my gosh, dude, it's just going to be a free-for-all. Everyone's going to run over Russell Wilson, and
Man, they were
fine, he
bad.
should go play baseball anyway.
They
Looks
both
like a
looked-
shortstop.
Yeah, Seattle just looked less bad than San Francisco. That's about all it came down to be. That was not a good game. It was not a good game. Knocking off the other top AFC West contender right now, which is the KC Chiefs, had the Eagles. They have looked good, man. They've taken down the Eagles now and the Patriots in back-to-back weeks. A 27-20 victory over Philly. They're three-way tie.
And the Eagles look good in that game too. They really had a chance to win it.
I thought they had him, man. I thought they had him.
Yeah. I mean, Carson Wentz he's a good quarterback. I tell you what, this is like year 2 or 3 for Carson Wentz.
Yeah, he's I thought they had it, man. I really thought the Eagles were going to take that one. I was watching that game, and then I left to go watch the Raiders game, and I was like, "What happened? They blew it." Yeah. I don't. But yeah. Hunt again scores 2 touchdowns. You know, so
yep.
If you went and drafted him in your fantasy league, you're feeling like a freaking guru right now.
Yeah, I thought about it. I didn't think about it good enough.
Yeah, me either, apparently. But I'm doing all right though, because I'm 2-0, even when I ain't got no Kareem Hunt. So yeah. I'm still doing all right.
I am 1-1, 2-0, and I got to check.
And I got to check. See, that means you got too many leagues. If you don't know the record of all your teams,
it's only 3.
That means you got too many. You should be.
It's only 3, but one of them I don't even care. You know, I admit. I'm freaking auto-drafted everyone that wasn't a starter. So, like.
Nice. Now, a game that we looked at last week, Prime, and we had circled as was going to be one of the big games of the week was the New England-New Orleans game. We had it pegged as a shootout. And, man, New England just came out and put points up on them so damn quick that New Orleans didn't know what the heck was happening.
Yeah.
They just couldn't keep up.
3 touchdowns in the first quarter by Tom Brady. And, Tom Brady's never done that before. He's never done that before. This is the first time ever in his career that he's thrown 3 touchdowns in the first quarter.
That's fabulous.
So, yeah.
Great.
You know it. So,
well, New Orleans,
the Patriots, they look to get back on track against the Saints, but they did lose a weapon. Let's see. Gronk. Gronkowski there. He went down, I think, is it a groin? I think Gronkowski went out with a groin injury.
Yeah.
And that's part of the core group. You hurt that core group, you're in trouble. You can't do jack.
No. He does. At some point, there's a downturn for everybody. It's got to be a downturn for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's a kind of a funny thing, the athleticism that it takes to play in the NFL, and when it really starts to leave you, it becomes really apparent. Like, Gronkowski was, the size of a grizzly bear and prancing down the field, scoring, just running dudes over. He's a friggin' polar bear or something. And still, now, after the back injuries and the back surgeries and all the time off from whatever, the hamstring and the shoulder and the back, now he's just sort of he's just rumbling around out there. He's not quite the same guy. I mean, yeah, he scored, but boy, Gronk's looking old. He needs to get on that Brady diet. Start wearing those pajamas.
Man, we were talking about it in the preseason. Back. When you have them back injuries, them things can nag on you forever. And when you're that
backs
big,
are forever.
that strong, and you got that many muscles tied to your back, and you start having issues, it's just something that
all the modern medicine in the world. They can reconstruct your knee into a new, better, stronger knee. But I tell you what, you get back surgery and it's 50-50.
Yeah, you can't give you a new back. What's up, Assassin Angel Eyes? What's up, NorCal? NorCal was live at the game for us yesterday. Live on Raider Reaction at the game. Had some great freaking tailgate footage, man. Had Namek on there, who performed the night before. It was nice work, my man. Nice work. So we had a little east to west coverage on Raider Reaction yesterday for the game. So that was nice. That was nice. Let's see. We touched on the Tennessee-Jacksonville game already. Yeah. Another snooze fest. Now, here's the thing. You keep telling me how good Sam Bradford is. I keep telling you Sam Bradford can't stay healthy, and that's his biggest problem. And look what happened. He don't play again, and they get destroyed.
Whoa!
You keep
when did I say I keep telling you how good Sam Bradford is? He had one good week last week. Other than that, the guy has averaged 7 yards or less per pass. Okay? 7 yards or less per pass. Per pass. His
never been sold
career average. His career average.
Stay healthy.
He has been a dink and dunker forever between the injuries. He has one good week. Lets the ball go. Stephon Diggs, Adam Thielen. They look like fantasy studs, like wide receivers, and they're balling out of control. And then next thing you know, Sam Bradford. He's got a knee. He's got his knee was a little sore. And then they end up starting Case Keenum. And Case Keenum, he was a backup, and he's been a backup a couple places. Houston, I think.
Houston.
Maybe.
Jesus, where the hell else did he play for the Rams? The Rams too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they looked,
and they couldn't do jack. That team did nothing with. But that just shows maybe. Hold on, let me go full circle. Maybe that shows how good Bradford is because that team didn't do jack without him.
It's true, but I don't know. I'm just not. I've never been sold on Sam Bradford. I wasn't sold on him when he was drafted. I just didn't ever think he was ever going to be the guy. And maybe I'm just. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a Sam Bradford.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know why. I have no idea. I have nothing against the guy. He just
right. He went to what university? He went to Oklahoma, I think.
Yeah.
And he was the last drafted player to take advantage of no rookie salary cap.
Getting paid without doing nothing.
So we got paid. Then he got hit and hurt. So.
Yeah. Well. We'll see. But they got trounced by the Steelers, and
a lot of weapons over there in Pittsburgh.
I know, but
Ben Roethlisberger just being Ben Roethlisberger.
They haven't played anybody.
What's that?
But, we'll see. We'll see. They're gonna start getting some competition here soon, so we will see. We will see soon enough. Now, the last team in the AFC West that we have not touched on was the Los Angeles Chokers, who did exactly that. Choked away another game with their freaking kicker.
Yeah. Yeah, the kicker. I can't pronounce his name right now. John Woo.
Young Ho.
I don't have it. I mean, it's good for him. It's kicking. But boy, I mean, last week he first he makes the what would have been the game-winning field goal, but they did the timeout. We're gonna ice the kicker, so they iced the rookie kicker.
You got beat by Cutler. I can sum it all up.
Young Ho.
You got beat by Cutler. You lost to Cutler, Jay freaking Cutler.
You know how Cutler celebrated? With a cigarette. He was like, "Cool, man. All right."
Patted the cheerleader on the butt, smoked a cigarette, and threw the ball 30 yards out of bounds. Did you see that one?
Oh, no.
Oh, man, that looked like something out of a movie where he's trying to hit a mascot or something. Oh, my God. Oh,
yeah.
He won't be here. He won't. Oh, Teabag will be here on Thursday for franchise face-off.
Is that what they're calling it, T-Well?
He's been dubbed Teabag. Raider Nation comes up with the greatest names, I'm telling you.
If you are just joining in, I am Prime. He's the Commish. Goes to the Post, special edition of Raider Reaction. We go league-wide, talk about all leagues, all league issues. all teams. And I tell you
all
what,
the week
there's nothing you can really do with. There's nothing you can do with Prime. I mean, worse, what you call it, Primo? You know, like Primo, no Prime. Okay, Prime and Primo, but what?
El Primo.
El Primo.
Thank you, King. Thank you, my brother. All righty, so we got a couple games here that to touch on, but hey, Miami, they're stumbling along, man. They're stumbling along. Right now they're 1-0. You know, they're undefeated.
The Dolphins will be not bad.
Undefeated.
The Dolphins will be not bad.
Jay Cutler. Who would have thought?
With Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
He grew tired of the Windy City, man. He needed a change of scenery or done.
He needed something, I guess.
And he got the change of scenery. He
needed something. Well, hey, he's 1-0. He's undefeated thus far in 2017. I wouldn't have thought I'd say that.
Why do two root for the teams they root for? Sorry, that question interested me.
Who to what? To where? I missed
why do you root for the teams you root for?
Who said that?
And I don't know. It was back amongst some messages.
Oh, well, that's a good Lord. There's like a million.
Oh, I loved it, Bob. You're too damn punny. Ha! That's good. They are 0-2.
There's millions of answers to that question. How you end up being a fan of a team. Good Lord. Who knows?
I used to be a diehard. I was a diehard Lions fan, but fantasy football kind of ruined a lot of team for me. I can't do it. I just root for my guys. I don't care what team they're on. I root for my guys.
That's why I have him on. Yeah. He's league, and he does different perspective than what I have. So we got a couple of games here to touch on that we have not touched on yet, and we've got Green Bay and Atlanta. The game last night, which, man, the Packers came out and looked like hot garbage early. I don't know what the...
So you have Atlanta that goes to Chicago and looks okay. Yeah. They pull out a win. They eke out a win in Chicago with a sack on the last play of the game. All right. And then all of a sudden, Atlanta goes home. Did you see that new stadium? They got that halo thing they got the wraparound screen.
Yeah, it's got a mechanical sphincter on top of it.
Amazing.
With a sphincter on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. That thing's bad.
It's ugly.
It has all this
cool from the inside, but it's ugly as hell from the outside. But it's cool looking.
Yeah, the Lions won a world championship in 1957. That was pre-Super Bowl. Good job, Raider Mike. Anyway. Yeah.
Dude.
Because it's really arbitrary. Why does anyone like anything? Who cares? Anyway. But Atlanta just whooped up on Green Bay.
Let's go get deep.
Yeah.
Let's get deep on a Monday.
I'm a deep dude.
Why do I
All right.
Why is the sky blue? Why does the wind blow? Why is the grass green?
Did you see that? Did you see that guy? He was talking about Jim Carrey?
Who?
Oh, don't worry about it. Never mind. Don't worry about it. We don't need to get into Jim Carrey.
Good Lord. Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
I'm missing these. These comments are just...
Look it up after this.
I'm just not catching.
Right. Don't sweat it.
You'll have that. So I really thought Rodgers, since he got his head out of Hollywood, was going to have a much better season this year, but he hasn't looked stellar out of the gate thus far. So we'll see.
I mean, he kind of still looks like Aaron Rodgers, but his team's a bunch of bums. They got a wide receiver playing running back. Jordy Nelson just got hurt again. Like, the Packers have more issues. Their defense is getting old. Like, man, there's so many reasons not to like the Packers, and everyone's picking them preseason. I was just laughing.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll get it figured out to some degree. They have.
Well, against the Raiders. I picked a Raiders-Packers Super Bowl. I know you picked Raiders-Falcons. But, I think it's probably possibly still going to come down to those two again when it gets down to the end. probably still going to. So,
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
No, it was a handling. Julio Jones has like 5 catches, 100 some odd yards, no touchdowns. The running backs for Atlanta. Oh my gosh, they went nuts and had a couple of touchdowns each. I think it was like 33. I think, and like the score was not indicative of how much of a beatdown that was by Atlanta.
No,
Falcons
it wasn't.
Looked good.
They ran it up quick, and then they went into coast mode, and then Green Bay got garbage points and crept back in after they had already. It was over. It was over.
It's amazing that they're a team that's good enough to go into coast mode and still win. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as you slow it down and get a little too conservative or get conservative, that's when the other team sort of jumps on you, pounces on you, and then and they get back in it, and then it's a game. But Atlanta was able to slow it down and just cruise on into victory. Did what they had to do. They're lucky, man. If it was video game football, that score would have been like 68-20.
Oh yeah, it was bad. It was bad. So well, I was shocked. I really thought that was going to be a much better game. I was looking forward to an exciting game on Sunday night, and it was a snoozer. One last game.
Vic Beasley did get hurt.
That's our.
What's that?
That's the Raiders' rival for next week. You've got how you like that? Freaking against the LA Rams.
Yeah, I bet you how you like that. He was getting he was in the locker room last night. You know it. He had to have been because he played like hot garbage for 3 quarters. He did absolutely nothing, and then how you like it? Yeah, came on back. Yeah, it was I was surprised. I thought the Rams were going to beat the Redskins.
I did too.
In LA, but no, because he wouldn't. That's right. Kirk Cousins went in there and he led him to a victory. He got that touchdown late. Yeah. So the the Redskins, they are. What are they? 1-1? Did they win last week? No, they lost to Philadelphia.
Yes.
So they're 1-1. And that NFC East division just looks kind of.
It looks iffy, man.
Not too scary.
Yeah,
not too scary.
Telling me how that was the division when everybody you would say the AFC West was the strongest. Oh no, the NFC East is way stronger. Well, hasn't looked so thus far out of the gate. They've looked a little soft. I think we're looking right on that. Our Cowboys sophomore slump. They're looking a little iffy, man.
Oh man, they've got so many issues in Dallas that there's no way. They might as well be on a boat with strippers and coke because that's what kind of chaos is happening down there in Dallas, man.
Yeah.
They're Sorry. Bring it back like the 90s with Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith out there. I don't even know. They are in a state of I don't even know. I'm losing my mind. That's how crazy Dallas is. I can't even get it straight. Dallas is just they're in shambles. They're in shambles.
Oh, good Lord. He went there.
Yeah.
He went there. So, what's the score right now?
Oh, my gosh.
What do we got going on? We got 24-10. Looks like Detroit
24-10.
Victory. What's that say about the Giants? The Giants are
Eli Manning keeps getting hit. You know what it says about the Giants? It says their offensive line is garbage. They had the same offensive line from last year, and then 2 of those guys are hurt, so they got like rookies in there. Their offensive line is garbage. There's nothing they can do. Eli Manning, oh man, and he's getting old too. Eli Manning's no spring chicken.
No, he's not.
Man.
He's got miles on him, man. He does have miles on him. He's getting a little long in the tooth. This is for sure.
He's got the old quarterback crumble. You know what the old quarterback crumble is? That means if a defensive lineman or linebacker lays a finger within 2 inches of you, you fall down. Because that's what old quarterbacks do. Like, you ever see Tom Brady when he gets sacked? Nah, that dude just crumbles. He's got the old man crumble. Like, oh man,
that crumble. I like that.
That's right. Yeah.
The old quarterback.
Watch Drew Brees. You get Drew Brees, man, you get close. Crumble. Boom.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
All you got to do is get one finger. Then don't count Eli out now. No, I won't. He's back to pass. Throws underneath. Tackles made. Good stuff.
I tell you, Jim Everett, that reminds me, I saw Popeye posted on our page, and I hadn't seen it for years and years. Remember that when Jim Everett came on the Jim Rome show, like Rome is Burning, when he was on ESPN years ago? And he'd always called him Chris Everett when he was referring to him, because Rome was based in L.A., and Jim Everett was the L.A. Rams quarterback at the time. And he always referred to him as Chris Everett. And he was telling him, he's like, you call me that one more time while I'm sitting here. And he calls it, and he comes up over the table at Rome, and Rome's in the fetal position. He's on top of him, ready to throttle him. That was great, man.
He's the old man crumble. And that was when Jim Rome was young. He was busting out the old man crumble.
Yes. Yeah, Jim Rome completely looked like a complete punk in that. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like Rome or I don't. I go back and forth on him.
You know, I gave him a good listen for a good long time. He's got that jungle thing and the guys in the smack talk and whatnot. Like, yeah, but he's kind of a chode. Like,
I know.
If anybody's a chode, Jim Rome's kind of a chode, man.
He is kind of. He was, he was replaced on the talk radio, and he was my normal lineup in the afternoon from like 1 to 4 for a while.
Right.
When I was driving around, I had to listen to him all the time, and I don't know. I'm back and forth on him.
No, don't get me started on Skip Bayless.
Oh, Skip Bayless is the worst.
Oh man.
He's terrible.
He's terrible.
The worst, the abomination in the world. You stuck Skip Bayless and Shannon freaking Sharp together. Who the hell thought that was a good idea? Oh,
who watches that show? Nobody watches that show. Nobody's got to be watching that show with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp.
You can pay them two jackasses to sit up there and talk. Throw me in prime
boy.
We'll do it for half and be way more entertaining than them two schmoes. Those guys are terrible. Nobody wants to listen to them jagoffs. Hey, hell, you give us some high production. You wait, you see what we bring, man. You just give us some high production. I'll take a third to pay. A third. Call me.
I'll do it for free. I'll do it for free.
I'll do it for free.
I'll tell you, I'll put on a suit. We'll do it. I'll do it for free. Yeah. Nah. All this right here, I got a great smile for radio. All right. So week 2 is pretty good, except for a bunch of crappy quarterbacks. Playing a bunch of crappy quarterbacks, a bunch of crappy offensive lines.
Oh, man.
That was kind of like what I got from week 2, and that's just terrible. You know, I mean, week 2, there were some highlights.
Teams that are starting to step forward. You got a handful of teams that are starting to step forward. You got 3 teams in the AFC West that look really, really tough. Atlanta's a question mark. Green Bay's a question mark. Dallas is a question mark.
How is Atlanta a question mark?
They look questionable in week 1 against the Bears. I still don't think
all right, it was week 1. They're at Soldier Field. They won. They still won.
I don't know.
And then they go home, that home opener, and they just dominate the Green Bay Packers, who everyone was picking. The Green Bay Packers just get dominated, and everyone picked them. And now that they lost, what? Now they're terrible? All right. There's no question mark in Atlanta.
I suppose not. Not as much as Dallas. Not as much as Dallas, Seattle, some of the others. I mean,
they got legitimate issues in Dallas. They got some problems up there in Seattle. They got their offensive line. Oh man, they got to figure something out there in the misty green mountains, man.
Absolutely. All right, well, that's about all we got for the league action tonight. Prime is going to be back on Wednesday for another edition of Ghost to the Post, bringing you the Prime Cut. So we'll see you back on Wednesday, Prime. Thanks for joining us as always.
All right.
Our RAIDER ReACTION.
Yep.
Sports Guru.
Old man crumble.
Breaking down all the league action. Now make sure you tune in tomorrow on RAIDER ReACTION for the Raider Nation Report, with the Commish as I break down all of the action from week 2 beatdown of the New York Jets in the Coliseum. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. We're going to get the full recap just like we did last week. So if you watched last week, you know what you're getting tomorrow. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. Last week's Raider Nation Report was a hit. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. Think you'll like it. The Raider Nation Report. Solid hour of everything silver and black. Full recap and breakdown of week 2. Touch on all the hot news. Everything Raider related. All in a solid hour tomorrow. Raider Nation Report with the Commish right here on Raider Reaction. Then back on Wednesday with Ghost to the Post. Get you ready for week 3. Plus Prime brings the Prime Cut. Then of course we got Game Day Thursday and Black Friday as well. So got a solid week. Hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Appreciate you joining me as always. We're out. Peace. Love. Raider Nation.